Good morning, everybody. So in this class, I'm going to discuss about the terminating decimal, non-terminating decimal, recurring decimal, and round off the number and significant figure. So means many small topics are here, and all are very important. This is not important only in maths. Even in physics also, it will help you a lot in the higher classes. Clear? So please, all of you, focus so that the concept can get stored in your mind. Clear? It should become very clear and it should get stored in your mind. Again, I'm telling you, this will help you in maths also now, and in higher classes like class 9 and 10, 11 and 12. This will help you in physics also. Okay? So, now let's start this class, and all these concepts will become more clear when we will solve it through the exam, means when we will solve it with the help of the example. Clear? So now let's start. Suppose you have to divide. Two divisions are here. 3 divided by 8 and the another one is 8 divided by 3. When we will compare, it becomes what? Very easy to understand. So 3 divided by 8 means we have to divide 3 by what? 8. Now let's divide. So how many times? Of course this one is a smaller. We will put 0 and then we will put decimal, and here 1 0. 8 3s are 24. Then what is here? 6. Again we can put 1 0 here. How many times? 7. Then what is left here? 4. Again 1 0. What remainder we are getting here? We are not getting any. Clear? This is called as what? Terminating decimal. And that type of division, that type of number is called as what? Terminating decimal. Now let's divide this one. This you have to divide. Okay? How many times? 2 times 6. Then 2 here. Put decimal 0. How many times? 6. Again, what is remainder is 2. Again 0 here. How many times? 6. Again remainder is what? 2. So what? You just notice here, you must have noticed also that every time we are getting remainder what? Every time getting decimal. Clear? So this is called as what? We can write here. This is non-terminating. Okay. So terminating decimal and non-terminating decimal. Now, in this decimal, just focus on this decimal. In this decimal, what is happening? Remainder is every time repeating. Clear? As long as we continue the division, the remainder is every time repeating. And this type of decimal is called as a recurring decimal. So recurring decimal means the decimal means the number in which the remainder every time repeated, remainder is repeated means how many times we continue the division. No, we get every time, and such a type of decimal is called as what? Recurring decimal. So this is the example of which type of decimal also? Recurring decimal. Clear? This is the example of recurring decimal. And in recurring decimal, how we write? In recurring decimal means if this 2 is repeating, means this 6 is repeating, so we put 1 dot here or we put 1 line here. Continue the division process. Clear? So 2.6 means so like 1 by 3. Okay, 1 by 3, you have to express it as a recurring decimal. How will you express? So 1 by 3 means what? 3 ones are 3 and 1, 4 by 3. So divide. How many times? 1. Then 1 here. decimal. How many times? 3. Now the remainder what? 1. Every time you are getting. And here you are getting every time answer. In answer every time you are getting what? 3. Clear? So in the decimal part what happened? This number is repeating. This 3 is repeating. Very clear? What is recurring decimal? Clear. Now next I am going to discuss the convert this recurring decimal. Means if in the question recurring decimal is given, you have to convert it in the vulgar fraction. Clear? What the fraction we have discussed in my previous video. So like 0.3. 0.3. This is the question. Now one more thing. 0.3. This type of recurring decimal is called as what? This type of recurring decimal is called as pure recurring decimal. Pure recurring decimal. Pure recurring decimal means what? Means the decimal, means the in decimal part all the numbers are what? Recurring. Clear? So this type of is called as, means all the digits in the decimal part are what? Recurring, means repeating. Then such type of decimal is called as pure. So what is here? Means in decimal part 3 is here and this 3 is repeating. So this is what? Example of pure recurring decimal. And you have to convert it in the vulgar fraction. How will you convert? Always remember, no big process is here. One thing. Now this recurring is on only 3. So we will write 9 here. So as much means the number on which recurrings are there, that much times we will write the 9. Clear? And this will be your answer. Okay. Now let's do another one, like the next question, 0.5. This is the question. Clear? This is the question. Here also this one is the question. 0.35. So this first we will write what? First we will 35 we will write here. Here also we will not write this as a answer. 39. Now here you can see 35. So this recurring is what? This recurring is on 3 and 5 both. Clear? So this is also the example of a pure recurring decimal. 35. Like because in decimal part all the numbers all this question, then how will you write it? Again you will write simple 28 by what? 99. What will be, what you will do with this 1? You will write 1 here. So 128 by 99. This will be the answer. Clear? I hope it is clear. So whenever any number is written as a whole number, that you will write it here, then 28 by 99. Okay. Now next, if you get this type of question, let me write. .245 mixed recurring decimal. Why mixed recurring decimal? Because here in the decimal part, clear, here you must have noticed it, in the decimal part all the numbers are not repeating. Clear? Only 4 and 5 are repeating. 2 is not repeating. So when you get such type of decimal, no big process. You write here 2, 4, 5. Then in denominator how many times you have to write 9? 2 times. Because recurring is on 2 digits. So 2 times you write 9. Then what you do? This non-recurring part you subtract. And here write 0. If one digit is non-recurring, then you write 1 0. Clear? So now subtract it. So 2, 4, 9, 9, 0, and this will be the answer. Clear? Let's solve one more question. Then it will be clear. 0.685 and 5 means here the recurring number is what? 5. 6, 8 is not recurring in this. Clear? 0.6855 recurring is only on 5. What you will do? In denominator, how many times you will write 9? Very good. 1 time. Yes. So here we will write 6, 8, 5 and then that it here. And then 2 digits are here, so here we will put 2, 0. Always remember how many digits you are subtracting and that much 0 you put and then 6 by 900. So this will be the answer. 617 by 900. I hope now this concept has become very to round off the decimal part on any number. This is very important. You don't do the long process, but still this is very important. You have to store something in your mind, you have to learn and you have to store it in the mind also. Now, round off. Of course, round off again, I'll start with question. Clear? And all of you please focus. Try to learn the concept that I'm giving you. And of course, you store in your mind also. It will help you a lot. So, round off. Like the question is R-O-U-N-D, round of 9.489 to the nearest tenths. Clear? To the what? To the nearest tenth. So always remember this number 100th and asked about the, whenever it is asked about the what? Tenths, we will see the hundredths. So tenth means this we will see what? This 8 is greater than 5. Always remember in round off, if the number is 5 or more than 5, then we increase the previous number by 1. And if the number is 5 means less than 5, then we don't increase the number. The number will be as it is given in the question. Okay. So here is what? Here it is asked about the tenths. So we will see the hundredths, and hundredths is what? More than 5. Means this answer, this 4 will become what? 5. And this will be the answer. 9.5. Okay. Now let's solve one more example. 0.627 to the nearest hundredths. Okay, to the nearest hundredths means we will see what? Thousands. Which one is 1000? This one is 1000. Okay, so this we will see, and 1000, this 7 is what? Greater than 5. So it will become what? To the nearest hundred, 0.63. This will be the answer. It is very easy. When it is asked about the hundreds, see the 1000. When it is asked about the tenths, see the hundredth number. Okay. Now next solve 451.943 to the nearest whole number. To the nearest whole number. Clear? Again it is asked about the whole number. Which one is the whole number? This one is the whole number. Clear? Means after this, which digit is here? This one. So always we see the number which is next to the asked in the question. So it is asked about a whole number. We will see the next number. Okay. And this 9 is greater than 5. Okay. So what will happen? This 1 will become 2. Few more questions. I hope now concept is stored in your mind. Then what will happen? in 5 minutes you can solve many questions. 50 questions you can solve in 5 minutes, because in this you don't have to do the process, only you have to learn the concept. You have to remember the concept, you have to keep the concept in your mind, and you have to apply very fast. Next is simplify. Simplify and write answers. Write correct answers to the nearest hundreds. Okay, nearest hundreds. And the question is 18.35 into 1.2. 18.35 into 1.2 means first what you will do? First you will multiply. Clear? So let's do the multiplication. 18.35 and then 1.2. So 5 2s are 10, 1, 3 2s are 6 and 1, 7, 8 2s are 16, 1, 2 1s are 2 and 1, 3. Then 5, 3, 8, 1, 0, 12, then 6, 3, 9 and 1, 10, then 8 and 3, 11 and 1, 12, and 1 and 1, 2. Okay. Now how many we have to put decimal before how many digits? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 22.020. Clear? So what will be the answer? We can write here 22.020 thousands. So this one is 10, this one is 100, and this one is what? Thousands. Clear? And this 0 is less than 5. What I have said just now is 5, then the question that is part of the answer. So it is asked about the nearest hundreds, means nearest hundreds means still here. So answer will be what? 22.02, because thousand number is what? Less than 5. So whatever given in the question, that will be the part of the answer. Okay, now let's do the next one. Next I am going to discuss about the significant figures. Clear? In significant figure what happened? First thing, that in significant figure ignore the decimal. Decimal is present there, you don't have to consider that decimal. First thing. Second one, if the 0 is present before the number, then there is no value of that 0. But if 0 is present after the number or between the number, then there is value of that 0. We will count that. Clear? But remember that if that 0 is present before the number, no value of that 0. So let's start with the question, then it will be more clear. So figures in number 1, 35.06. Clear? 5 point, what is 06? So how many digits here? 4. So your answer will be what? 4. Very easy. But what is important here? There is no process, but you have to keep something in your mind. What something? That I am explaining, that I am telling you regarding this type of questions. Okay. So in significant figure, we ignore the 0. We ignore the decimal. Okay. So the significant figure is what? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, next. This is the question. Now, next question. Correct 35.869 to 3 significant figure. 2, 3, to 3 significant figure. we have to correct this number to the nearest 3 significant figure. So it is asked about the 3 significant figure. Means for correction we will see which one? Fourth one. Very good. Yes. Always remember, whichever asked in the question, we will not see that number. We will see the next number. That the next number is 5, more than 5 or less than 5. If it is 5 or more than 5, then we increase the previous number by 1. If it is not less than, means if it is not greater than 5, if it is less than 5, then we leave the number as it is given in the question. So here, 35.869. 3 significant. Means we will see which one? Fourth one. Because we don't consider the 0. So exact number what we have to consider is this one. It is asked about the 3. So we will see the fourth one. Okay. And this is more than 5. So your answer will be what? 5.9. Clear? It is not asked about the number of significant figure. It is asked about the correct. That is difference. Here it is asked about the what? Significant figure. We have to write the number. Here it is asked correct this to 3 significant figure. So like this we will write the answer. Okay. Now next. Correct 400.04 to 4 significant figure. 4 significant figure. Okay. So 4 significant figure means what? Means we have to see the fifth one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is what? 5 is less than, means fifth. Here the fifth number is less than 5. So whatever given in the question, that will be the part of the answer. Means we will not increase the number by 1. So 4 significant figure is what till here. So we will write this. And this will be the answer. Okay. So this will be the answer. Clear? Now next we have done of 3, we have done of 4. Now I am going to do 5. When it is asked about the 5, then how we will do? Correct 14.29462. Significant figure. Okay. So how we will do this one? Now 5 significant figure means we will see which one? Sixth one. Which one is the sixth number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one is the sixth number. And this is greater than 5. So your answer will be what? 14.295. Means this number will increase by 1. And this will be your answer. Clear? So this all is about the recurring decimal, significant figure, round off. I hope all the questions, all the process, all the lines must be clear to you. So keep practicing. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you.